Hey, I'm Claire,
And I'm Janice.
and this is The X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
We are breakup coaches here to help you beat your breakup
Heal your broken heart.
and move on to an amazing, abundant life. Welcome to another episode of X-Files, a moving on episode of
Moving
X-Files.
on.
Mhm. We like throwing these in there for everyone.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun one, I think. Even though I guess, we are going to talk about a lot of red flags.
Yeah.
It's still, I don't know. I feel like it's a fun episode.
It's going to be fun. Like, it started with what to look for in someone's dating profile as like positive things to look for. And then I realized I was just like listing red flag after red flag. So I guess these are like red flags to look for in someone's dating profile.
It's still looking for something.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. And you have such good examples.
Yes.
So we are doing an episode on people's dating profiles, what to look for and what to avoid. And before we get started, we just want to remind everyone, as always, how much we love our listeners and how much we would love to work with you if you want more support. Getting over your breakup, about to break up with someone. I actually get asked that a lot. Yeah, if you're getting ready, yep. If you're healing, if you're designing the next chapter of your life, if you're getting ready to date again, we'd love to hear from you. We would love to be your breakup buddy. Get in touch with us for coaching information. Our contact info is in the show notes.
Yes.
All right. So why are we doing this episode? So we do a lot of episodes on breaking up, but we are also a moving on podcast, and we want your moving on journeys to be fun as well.
Yeah.
And if you've been through a hard-ish breakup, which I think a lot of our audience haven't had happy breakup experiences.
If you're listening to this, it's probably not an easy thing for you to go through.
Right.
Not that a breakup ever should be easy. If it is, then it was overdue, probably.
Yeah. Now I don't want to start thinking about it.
We're not going to go down that path.
I will be thinking about that today, though, as I'm working with people who have been happy to break up, mutually happy. But alas, that's not why we're here today.
Yeah.
Why we are here is that for those of you who didn't have a mutually happy breakup, you can often lack confidence when dating again.
Yeah.
And we also hear a lot of people kind of saying that, they don't feel like they know what they're doing. There's no one good out there. And also what surprises me almost every day is kind of this like frenzied attempt to begin dating again.
Yeah.
And, not really stopping to be intentional about it. Or as I said, stopping to smell the roses along the way and possibly, pay close attention to who you are choosing to interact with online.
Yeah. I think it's the instinct is that if you can hurry up and fall in love again, then the pain won't have to last as long. And I don't blame anyone for not wanting to be in pain anymore, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
And
especially with swipe culture, I think people aren't paying attention to what people are saying, really. And you're going too fast. And so we want you to, date with purpose, enjoy the process, select people who you have a higher chance of having a good experience with. Yeah, I purposely said that and not that you will like end up with.
Yes.
Because, you're going to have to interact with a lot of people in a positive way before you probably meet someone to couple with.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Like, be open to it being easy. And it should be easy, even if it takes a little longer. Dating is fun. Like, it should be enjoyable. It's not a chore. You do not have to, in this day and age, like hurry up and find a husband or something, like you are going to be just fine by yourself. There's no like spinster like culture, despite whatever your parents or friends or whatever are telling you. You do not need to find a partner to be whole. But That being said, take the pressure off and enjoy yourself
Mhm.
when you're dating again. So we hope that this episode will contribute to viewing this in like a lighthearted way and make a little bit of a game out of it. So if you have a funny story or experience, we would love to continue with this topic and get your input. So if you've experienced like seeing a red flag, that especially if we don't mention it here and you're like, guys, you missed something, or if you've seen someone who seemed like a winner on your profile, like please join our Facebook group and share, or you can DM us on Instagram. We'd love to hear your story, and if you're open to letting us share that anonymously, that would be cool too.
I would love to maybe either do a whole episode where we share listener stories, or maybe fit them in either at the beginning or middle or end. So please drop them for us. I would really, really enjoy that.
Yeah, that sounds fun, because we've dated a lot, but we're we've hardly scratched the surface, possibly.
Yes.
So
and we're not online right now. I mean, maybe possibly next year. But regardless, I mean, even if we were, it would still be fun to hear other people's stories.
Exactly. So with that, let's put a green light on the episode and start with our red flag.
Let's do it.
So we also did some research on this as well, and in a Well and Good article, Sarah Rose Marcus, a PhD candidate at Rutgers School of Communication and Information, who specializes in researching online dating.
That's so cool. Sarah Rose. I love it.
Also, we'd love to have you on the podcast if you're listening.
So cool.
But she's quoted as listing a few things that are definitely red flags when you see them on a dating profile. So, number one, there's nothing but selfies. Oh my God. This is such a pet peeve, especially when the selfies are all the same too. Like it's like always
up from above.
Yeah. And like, oh my God.
I guess women do that more than men, like the very coy.
The up from above duck face. And then the guys, I think you have the bathroom photo.
Oh my God.
Photo.
I hate that so much. I hate bathroom or gym photos so much.
Oh my God. It's bad. Okay, so another thing is only sharing group pictures. That's bad for a few reasons, because number one, you don't know who it is. You're kind of trying to like cross-reference and see who is in all of the group photos. It's good to show you have friends, but definitely don't only share group photos. Also because your friends might be more attractive to a viewer's particular taste than you are. So the goal is to advertise yourself and not your friends. I
wonder why people do that. I think maybe you don't have, not everyone has a lot of good current photos, I suppose. And so if you've just been in a wedding, which is what a lot of the group photos like is, looking it's good. At least current.
Yeah, exactly. So like I get the idea, and that just means, when you are at the wedding or something, ask your bro, ask your girl, be like, hey, can you get like one photo of me alone, or crop out your friends,
or look up our gal Saskia at Hey Saturday and get yourself a dating profile photo shoot.
And use the outfit from the wedding. Like if you already have a suit or a nice dress, you can have one of the photos be a formal photo. Cool. So next up, no photos. I feel like this is obvious. Dating is a little visual.
I think with all social media profiles, no photo kind of
it's
sketch.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, so seeming really negative. We'll go deeper into all the ways that you can be negative, and is like common ways of being negative. But like it's just not a good look. All All right. So profile is incomplete or there's no bio. Or it's
Yeah.
the bare minimum. And
Mhm.
I would add to this that if you only have opinions that everyone else has, like you're like, no pineapple on pizza. I love The Office. Like maybe think of something new.
Did you say I love The Office?
Yeah. It's always that. It's always an Office
That's
joke and no
interesting.
pineapple on pizza. And I'm sorry, I don't like The Office and I like pineapple on pizza. So, and I just
You
made
know
a
what?
bunch of people very angry.
No, you would have fit in well in Australia because so many people did not like the American version of The Office or said they refused to watch it because they didn't understand what it really was. And they do, or I shouldn't say they do, more people like pineapple on pizza in Australia. It's kind of an Australian thing. I'm not exactly sure why.
I don't know.
It's not my cup of tea, but
I
you
love
maybe
a
would have done well
Hawaiian
over there.
pizza. I don't know why. It's not like my go-to, but you know, I'll have like a margarita pizza before I have a Hawaiian pizza.
Yes, I'm all about the savory.
Like I would eat Hawaiian pizza if it was in front of me. Anyways, for anyone who's still listening and who hasn't like rage quit on me, let's continue. So, last up, she lists being too specific. Here's the quote. For example, looking for a Pilates loving, guac obsessed partner in crime to drink scotch and watch Game of Thrones with. That's too specific, yo.
Yeah. I also we could talk more about this if we do, another compatibility episode, is you don't actually even want someone who is into everything that you are. So that's dumb. Yeah, I agree.
A love of Game of Thrones is not what a lifelong partnership is built on. Like there are more important things, more important passions, core values, etc. to base a relationship on. I guarantee that even if you love Game of Thrones, if you find someone who's compatible with you in a lot of other ways, you will get over the fact that they don't want to rewatch Game of Thrones with you. Like that can be your thing and they can do something else. So yeah.
So do you have any idea how it was that Sarah Rose Marcus came up with these things?
I don't know. I just know that she researches online dating as her like thesis.
All right. I have to look into this more. I want to know if there's statistics or algorithms or something that led her to come up with this list.
How did she arrive at these? I mean, I agree with it. I think it makes a lot of sense, but yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this whole not taking yourself too seriously thing. So author Nicole Gallucci says the phrase, I'm not looking for someone who does, or sorry. Author Nicole Gallucci says that the phrase, I'm looking for someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously, is a red flag. And further, Mashable's senior culture reporter Rachel Thompson says, this phrase is a serious red flag that screams, I'll make offensive jokes and say, chill when you don't laugh, or I'm emotionally unavailable. I love this because we just did the episode recently on negging. And I think that this would be a red flag. This could potentially be someone who is not going to respect your boundaries and who likes to, tease and be rude without any consequences.
Yeah. And they're kind of like grooming you to not be like, where it's like already not okay that you speak up for yourself.
Yeah. This is probably could be, the type of person who's going to, say something rude about your profile pictures when you're chatting with them. And then, as a joke, oh my God. And I also added that it's just also really unoriginal, which I mean, my thing is people who use lines like this, it's not creative. So that's
they have a picture of them holding a fish.
Yeah. So apparently,
oh my God, it's
fish pics.
Sorry.
I mean, must be still going around. I was just listening to another episode with Saskia a couple days ago, and she was talking about this fish pics thing, and I just
Yeah.
don't get it. First of all, I'm vegetarian, and so I wouldn't be into that, but it's just like, why? I don't.
Okay, so there's some theories. Like, number one,
Okay.
it's a photo of you by yourself that's like socially acceptable to be
Is
taken.
it?
Like, if you identify as a man, like, what's one of the few times where it's going to be cool where you're like, bro, take a picture of me, I'm holding this giant fish or
Oh, okay.
tiny
Because I
fish
was
that I
gonna
just caught.
say just like at a bar or at happy hour or out doing anything else, but I
Yeah,
guess that if a man was at a bar with another man friend, they might not say take a
take a
picture
picture
of
of me,
me. I
bro.
think I look good tonight. Okay.
Also, the way the arms are positioned,
Oh my
you
God.
usually have, it's like pointing like the beach is that way, or
Right.
like you've got a flex going. So I
Okay.
think like guys are like, yeah, I look good in that. um I
Okay.
don't know, like generally you're probably not ice fishing in these photos, so you're like also wearing like shorter sleeves. It just
You're in
like,
the outdoors.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. So it's like I could see it being a similar situation that you get like if you're like snowboarding or something, like maybe someone would take a picture of you, but you can't see your face, you can't really see your
Yeah.
body. And
Yeah.
so I think those like fish pictures, you're on a lake or an ocean, you're like kind of visible and stuff. So I see why these photos are so like
Prevalent.
prevalent. However, they're too prevalent. You got to stay
Yeah.
away from it
Hmm.
now because it's like screaming I'm basic, and
Yeah. And it has become a bit of a joke. So this is why I
yeah,
think it's listed as a red flag, is because, someone who is using a fish pic
yeah,
should probably know that, they should be putting enough thought
yeah,
into their profile to realize
yeah.
that this is a joke.
If you are a professional fisher or something, you like do
Professional.
competitive fishing, find some way to make it funny. Be
Mm,
like,
mm.
I'm sorry it's a fish pic, but I literally do this for a living.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, we
something.
want to hear from the professional
The
fishers out
professional
there.
fishers
Mm.
of the world, please tell us how it goes on the
Competitive
dating
fishing.
apps.
I say hold your medal or your trophy if you're a
Yeah.
competitive fisher.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hold something else.
Okay.
Or have a picture of you like when you're out at happy hour or something, like your arm can be at the same position if you're
Yeah.
holding a drink than if you're holding a fish.
Yes.
Like,
So I think we should say normalize men taking pictures at bars, or
or just,
normalize men
yeah,
asking for their photo to be taken other places than fishing.
yeah,
All right.
alone.
Yes, alone. Yes. And certainly if you're dating, you might want to swipe left on the fish pics. All
Yeah.
right. So this is another kind of cliche. Good vibes only. Okay. It's a horrible relative of I'm looking for someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously. And this is another thing that drives me crazy. No drama.
Is like,
Why? Like, of course you don't want, it's dumb. It's
yeah,
so
and that just
uncreative.
tells me that you cause drama, because if drama
Possibly.
follows you everywhere you go to the
Uh-huh.
point where you need to say no drama, I guarantee it's you. Like,
Yeah, good point.
am I the drama? Yes, you're the
Mhm.
drama.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's true. Or it could mean that this is a person who doesn't want the person their date to have any negative emotions.
yeah.
And also that they're not ready for mature commitment. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So obviously you want someone to have and to hold in good vibes and in bad. And again,
Yes.
it's an extremely generic thing to say on a profile, which is my
Yeah.
biggest problem with it.
Yeah, it's like a throwaway statement.
Yeah.
So, okay. I know this one's going to annoy a lot of people. And like we wrote it, if a man's bio was a straightforward list of requirements that he'd like to find in a woman. However, in our Facebook group, when Janice asked, hey, does anyone have like things that are red flags for them in dating profiles? It was actually a dude who came forward and said, hey, when a woman has a straightforward list of requirements. So this is something that goes across the board. So if a person has in their bio or in one of their question answer sections, I'm looking for a girl or a guy who likes to take care of herself, must be physically fit, which is like, who says that? First of all,
I know, but I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah.
And so, I mean, also, if you want to say that you're, into healthy living, there are so many other much more positive ways to express that than saying people have to be fit to date you.
Yeah.
You could
say, I'd love to go on gym dates or something like
into healthy living, the outdoors, and green smoothies in the morning.
Looking for a workout partner or something,
someone to go hiking with.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, because then it's off of like what you enjoy doing. And also, like, someone can be a great hiker and love working out and not be this like what is insinuated by saying must be physically fit. Like you can, I don't think they mean strong. I think they mean slim. And that's the problem.
There's many problems with that type of statement.
Many problems. Yeah. Or there's another one, looking for a girl who can hold a conversation, and it's like,
what has happened to this person's life where they feel like they need to put that on their profile?
And also, if you like consistently have girls who shut down and stop talking to you, maybe it's you. It's you.
I also think that this just came to me, but this kind of screams a person who goes on a lot of just first dates.
Yes.
Which can be a little awkward. And I would think that this person, doesn't get very far into the dating.
And we'll our next thing, we'll kind of get into it. It's snarky, it's kind of offensive, it's already like hostile. So yeah, but another point that's related to this is like specifying height, weight, hair length, and color requirements in your bio and questions. Like there's that song, Build a Bitch. This ain't Build a Bitch. Like you're not like ordering a sex doll. This is a person, and you should be like basing your choices in partner off of non-physical things. Honestly.
And why do you need to tell everyone who comes across your profile this? If you perhaps had some type of quote type, why wouldn't you take the responsibility of maybe trying to message someone? It's such a weird thing to just let everyone know. And also, you're not, I feel like you would probably want to say on your profile things that would indicate how you're going to connect with other people. And how are you going to connect with people?
Starters.
Yes, exactly. So how is connecting on their size? You're not going to connect on someone else's size with them.
No, it's just proving that you're only looking for someone based on how they look, which, like, I'm sorry, but a lifelong relationship, that's not going to be like consistent throughout someone's life anyway. Like
too, and going for a physical type is a good way to dismiss a lot of people you might have a really good time with.
So,
and I think the height thing should be left out, men and women, personally.
Men and women. If you are someone who really does want to date someone who's taller than you, don't put it in your bio. Like, you can just figure that out like in person on the first date. And also you may find that you really click with someone who just happens to be shorter than you. And if you had like pushed them away and not even given them a chance, you literally stole happiness from yourself. So good job.
Great.
And
you only have so much space too on the profile, which is why I don't understand of all the things to put to impress someone.
All the things. So I think, did we tie that up?
Yeah.
I think we tied that one up. Cool. So next up, snarky comments. This is what I mentioned earlier. When you write your bio and your questions in a way that's already hostile and pissed off at people who could be matches, like, you just coming off, even if someone agrees with you, that you're coming off as an asshole. Like,
where did you get these examples?
Oh, some of them were in the article. So some of them were in the Mashable article. And then well, the first one, if you don't look like your photos, you're buying me drinks until you do. That was in the article. And then this one is from like personal experience and like also like just hearing stories. Everyone sucks on here. I don't even know why I try. And it's like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna try to convince you otherwise. I'm gonna swipe left or whatever.
It's like this person is kind of saying they're better than this.
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
they're participating.
Dating apps suck. And it's like, okay, you're on here.
Oh, you know what? I hate to say it, but we actually have interacted with people who we know do this, and
or you know, it's just bad energy to be bringing to it. You're like, I'm only on here because I have to be, but it sucks. And it's like, I know that it's not the most comfortable experience all the time, and like it goes wrong probably the majority of the time because you're running into people that you have like literally no connection with. You have like could possibly have literally nothing in common with. So like, of course you're going to have dud dates that suck, and like that's just part of it. It's not like you're meeting people through friends. They're like, oh, I think you guys will get along or whatever. Like there's literally, you're basing it off of someone's pictures and what they wrote that maybe they didn't even write, you know, like there's
well, like, if you take our advice, you might have better chances. You might have better chances.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. Like, slow down and, you know, look at people's profiles, look at what they're writing. Apparently, a lot of people, I mean, you'll only look at what someone writes if you like their photos, right? So if you like the photo, the next thing would be to read what they wrote. All right. Don't just start messaging with someone based on their photos.
Yeah. And don't just go through and swipe right on everyone and then narrow it down. Like, I know it takes a little bit and it's disappointing if someone else, like if you're, you know, being selective about who you swipe right on, and then you, you know, like a lot of times they don't swipe right on you. And so you're like, you're really minimizing how many people are swiping on you. But I'm just telling you now, I've dated someone who like 3 dates later was like, oh, I just read your profile and it turns out we have this one thing that's like a big issue. And it's like, you didn't even read it before the 3rd date. Like,
and then people complain that they can't find anyone.
Yeah.
Then why are you even on there?
Why are you here?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I also think something that a woman could say that could be actually really negative is like, where are all the good guys, or looking for a good man? Something like that, you know, like, you know.
Yeah. Don't be like all the other guys on here, you know, or something.
Yeah. I don't know. And then of course there is the common when I was online dating, no hookups.
No.
And you know what? I put that on my profile.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a few years ago. More than a few years. Few-ish years ago. And I don't know. I wasn't, you know, fully into this line of work at the time. And I had that on my profile, no hookups. But now I know, you know, you should be using positive language to describe yourself, not negative language about other people.
Yeah. And just to like expand on that though, if you are looking for a hookup, maybe go on Tinder. Also, I think you could say not looking for anything serious, because then people will self-select out who are looking for something serious, because then it's like you're stating something in a positive way. You're like, this is this is something that I guess is, I mean, it's like a value or something. Like,
Yeah.
right
Or
now,
stating it.
I'm just looking for something casual.
Yes,
Or
that's what I was
especially,
gonna
like,
say, is put it that
looking
way.
for a third or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe share that information,
Yeah.
because a
Which
lot of
I don't have
people
any
will care.
problem with.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, for sure. But I mean, so yeah, I think putting it as currently looking for something casual would be probably the way to say it. And that, and
Yeah.
and that's you, that's talking about you and
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
about.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people are also looking for something casual, and a lot of people want to be a third. So
Yeah.
put it out there.
Put it out there. Find
I
your
have
people.
no problem with it. Yeah. And also, this isn't for everyone, but I'm very into law of attraction, and positive words attract positive people.
Yeah. Tell people what you want, not what you don't want.
Yes. All right. More red flags to look for. So photos with exes or possible love interest. Yeah. I remember this as well when I was online dating, of going through and seeing someone, like posed, arm in arm with another woman. And you know what? Fine. You have female friends, that's definitely cool. But when you're online dating and you see that, you immediately you're distracted, thinking, you're like, what is this about? What? Yeah. What?
And you're trying to figure it out. And it's like, okay, so you have a close relationship with your sister, like, or something, but like, no, she shouldn't be in your dating pictures. Agreed. Like, crop her out. Or find a different photo. Like, great, you have friends who are girls, have them take photos of you alone.
Exactly.
Great, you have a huge
friends, female friends. Don't take a picture with them. Have them take a picture. Exactly. What are you doing?
Yeah. Another variation of this is like not my baby, where you have a photo of you holding a baby and you're like, it's not mine. Don't use that photo. Pet peeve as well, so dumb. As a pet peeve. Photos with dogs that aren't yours. Like, I get that that pictures with dogs do better on dating apps, but don't be catfishing me with a puppy that's not yours, that I'm not going to get to meet. Okay.
Yeah. A dog is kind of a lifestyle thing. And if that's not your lifestyle, I wouldn't be putting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, when I ran into it, probably most consistently, it was like, oh, it's my housemate's dog. And I'm like, okay, so at least you live with the dog. So I would get to see the dog.
That's borderline.
That's borderline. Yeah. But if you don't even live with the dog, like, uncool.
Yeah. And if it ain't your baby, it ain't going in your
phone.
Don't
have a picture of the baby. Also, it's like weird. Like, people don't want pictures of their kids on the internet, period. Why would you put someone else's kid on your dating profile? It's just weird.
People do. Anyway. I would think some men might think that it could portray them as, gentle and sensitive and into kids, like,
I'm a family guy. I'm
exactly
want you to have kids or something. Like,
I mean, it's no reason to do it. It's still, I would say, kind of a turn off.
I would
and a little
say
weird.
if you're like, oh, but like, I thought it would be really good for that. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the game plan.
Claire.
Don't put it on your dating profile. If after the, third date with someone, things are going well, you're like texting back and forth. There's communication. They seem into it. That's when you can be like, oh, I just visited my niece, and send a picture of you holding the baby. And, then it's less weird. You kind of know this person a little bit at that point. You're not just like projecting this photo into the ether of the internet. Like, so yeah, that's what I would do.
getting to know someone in the early days, you can have these conversations, looking for something serious, potential for family, whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to see your your niece or nephew in your arms.
No. Yeah.
All right. And then, so let's talk about sarcasm on dating profiles. So some red flags could be fluent in sarcasm. Sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just don't know why some people do this stuff. Okay. Fluent in sarcasm, or looking for someone who can compete with my sarcasm.
Yeah.
I think you might be trying to prove that you're funny and let people know that, you're a bit of a joker. But apparently it comes across as I'm a dick to people and think it's funny.
Yeah. So if you are truly a comedian, you do not have to use one of these throwaway lines to prove that you're funny. You'll just be funny.
Yeah.
So
yes.
yeah. So don't do this. Another version of this that I've experienced is dark humor, or like looking for someone who won't get offended by my dark humor. Generally, at best, that means that they'll be a jerk. And I've experienced it that they'll just be a racist, homophobic asshole.
Right. Or do you think that people would even put on their profile something about not being politically correct? Do you think that would be something someone would broadcast?
Dark humor, politically correct.
Stay away.
It just means that they'll be offensive. It's just a serious red flag to me. And I don't honestly think I've ever met someone who's like, oh, I have such dark humor, who's not been this way. Like they've never been like nice.
Red flag. I was online dating in Melbourne, there was someone on the app who, his profile picture, and anyone who was in Melbourne at the time who saw this, because it did circulate, he had put his face underneath a toilet seat.
Wait,
so, like as if he was into some type of BDSM or as something.
So did he take the toilet seat? He unscrewed it. He took it off of the toilet, and then he was like, "Ha, framing my face."
No, he was laying down on the toilet.
Oh my god!
And that was his profile picture.
That's so gross.
It's dark humor, right? I know.
It's just gross.
Just weird.
That's just unhygienic. This guy is not going to get tested frequently. Like, you can just tell.
Tested frequently.
Oh my god. Man. No. Yeah. Don't put your head in a toilet.
No one wants to see that. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
And so let's talk about other variations on this whole, compete with my sarcasm. Do you love my dark humor? Other variations include, all right, get your pen and paper out, everyone. Let's take some notes.
Yeah, we're about to rapid fire.
Yes. Nothing too serious. Chill. Casual, which I would have to disagree with that. If you are only casual, that's fine. But I mean, if you're not casual, then that would be a red flag. Yeah. Oh, no strings attached. Here to have fun. These are all potential red flags.
If you're looking for something serious, those are definitely red flags.
Yes. Yep, for sure. But I do think some of them too are just very cliched. No strings attached. Here to have fun. Yeah.
You're wasting characters right there.
Not ideal. The words average or normal in bios are also concerning, as are the words masculine or anyone who solely refers to women as females.
Literally makes me dry up like the Sahara. Like,
interesting. Yeah, completely. I would say girls would be another example. A few other common red flag words. Chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. I think that's very outdated.
Yeah.
No, not into it. A few other red flag words are discreet, lover, sensual, massage, and I'm not like other blank. Oh, so brilliant. Sensual. Oh man.
Looking for my discreet sensual lover for a
yes,
massage.
for a massage.
Like no other.
No, actually, yeah. I mean,
There's a
ugh.
specific person who would read that and be like,
Also, right? Anything about massage. It's just the expectation, that you're
this
gonna
is your
find
profile.
Yes.
You're not sexting or anything. Like this is just like for anyone to read.
Yes. And why is that
Weird.
such a priority for you? We got to make a graphic out of this with some of these words.
Oh my
All right.
God.
So once again, nothing too serious, chill, casual, no strings attached, here to have fun, average, normal, masculine, females, and then discreet, lover, sensual massage. And I'm not like other blank.
Okay.
Oh, so
I
good.
just want to say at this point, like we're trying to avoid like the most obvious things, like there are things that you can just know are not going to be a good fit,
Yeah.
So like we're trying to talk about the things that are like kind of borderline where you're like, is that a red flag? But yeah, these
and look, you do have to look at the entire profile and the entire bio. But these are things that could stand out. But look at everything else.
Like if someone seemed like super, cool and nice in another way, and then they're like, BT dubs, I'm a certified massage therapist. Like maybe that's not a red flag, but like use your judgment,
or I'm not like other brain surgeons, or I'm not like
I like
astrophysicists. I know, I'd be like,
but
I'm
also
down.
like surgeons have a reputation as well. So.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
or like I don't know. I'm not like other firefighters. I don't know.
Oh.
What would be cool?
Or for me, I'm not like other bearded brewery owners.
Be like, but I want you to be.
I'm looking for
I want you to be exactly like the other bearded brewery owners.
So it would be a red flag for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm like, oh darn.
If anyone knows a bearded brewery owner, this has come up several times. Janice is looking for one.
I'm on a mission.
Preferably a gluten-free brewery owner, but she'll hang out at your brewery and bring her own or something. Or maybe you'll be inspired to have a non-gluten line after you meet Janice.
That's why I came to Denver. No, just teasing. But feel free to be in touch.
Feel free to be in touch. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, you do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some more things that we came up with, not research based are, for instance, talking about or bragging about money and income and either how much they make, either in their profile or early on in the DMs, especially if you're not sure what they do. They could be lying. And also for me, I just don't really like when people talk about money and how much stuff costs and how much they make early on. There's just something I really dislike about it. So it could just be, an indication of what they're all about. Like, why are you telling someone this so early on?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, if you're really wealthy, you're probably not talking about it. Like
some people do though. I've had a couple experiences lately that I'm not going to put public, but I'm happy to tell everyone I've had some experiences lately with people who made quite a bit who are telling me, and I just like they've got something to prove, I suppose, or I don't even know. But I also think, potentially if someone seems very, very cheap too, and they're putting that out there really early on. So just leave money out of it. I just leave.
Yeah, that's something that you can see if you align with someone through like your experiences with them, not necessarily like just broadcasting it.
Yeah, you don't need to volunteer that information, I think is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, cool.
So also let's keep an eye out for controlling or demanding words or behaviors. A very early thing is, oh, and I apparently have a lot of dating pet peeves, but when someone, wants to get together and they expect you to, put it all together, select the place, time, keep on saying they don't care what you do, put it all on you, and they're just, not putting any effort into it.
Yeah.
That's actually a form of being quite controlling and demanding and bit of a lack of effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about starting from the bottom.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I get it. I get, like, if you're, if you identify as male and you are tired of like always being like put in the position of like organizing it or whatever, like I get that it can get exhausting, but there's nothing wrong with having like your top 3 places that you always take people on dates. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. You can give options without like just leaving it entirely up to someone else. Like, yeah, you can make it easier on yourself without giving up.
And you don't have to be so creative on a very first date.
No.
I'm all about the happy hour first date. And I actually think you could really come off quite well if you suggest a few really cool places. That's a lot about when it plugged in. It says, a lot about your taste. It says, any number of things, I suppose, depending on the places you suggest.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can have like your like top 3 options that gives like her a lot of choice, or him, or them. Like you can have like your Italian place, a Mexican place, and then a sushi place or something. And then you get to see what they're into, and what you're getting into, where you're going. You don't have to be like coming up with something every single time. So yeah.
Really, you should be coming up with creative dates after you get to know each other and find out what the other person might like to do.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. And then also, related to this, find a reason early on. This might not be in the bio or anything. This has just felt like it was something I should mention while we're kind of on the subject, is find a reason to say no. So this is like a way to test out whether someone is being controlling or demanding, or will be, is especially saying no to something that like might not make sense to them, or something like, be like, no, I don't meet after 9 p.m. or something, which actually is a great thing.
Agreed. Or I just meet for a drink. Or I know something that I came up against, or I suppose across, is someone who kind of says they want to call you right away, and maybe say no to that. I know sometimes I would be like, no, I don't really feel like talking on the phone right now, and being really pushy.
Yeah, exactly. If someone's already being demanding, that's not a good
not a good look.
Not a good sign. I do like doing like video chat or calling before a date. I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Yes. That is definitely, I think, kind of the new trend. I do think get on FaceTime before you meet each other. Do have a call in the lead up to the date. Absolutely. 100%. But both of you got to be in the mood to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to happen then and there. You can make a date for your video call.
Yes. I mean, you'd want to, right? Wouldn't you want to look good?
Yeah, exactly.
Prep a little.
Yeah, prep a little. So, okay. Another thing, this one should be obvious, but if they treat others badly, this is especially true for like, seeing how they interact with like people in the service industry. This also can be interesting for like seeing how they talk about their parents. Yeah. So you'll kind of see, or their ex, if they're talking shit about someone and it's early, like that's probably not a good sign. Like, you want to date positive people who are nice to people in general.
Yes, and have other things to talk about, but hatred for others.
Yeah, exactly. So, just see how they treat others. And that will tell you a lot about how they'll treat you when you're not shiny and new and awesome.
Yeah.
And well, you're always going to be awesome, but you're not shiny and new to them anymore. So, another one, if they warn you about themselves, if they say you deserve better, you're too good for me, things like that, they're probably telling you the truth. This definitely happened to me. Dumpster Fire did this, and he spoke. Every word was truth.
Mhm. So not really, this is
Yeah,
not necessarily something on someone's profile. This was something that he
yeah.
revealed to
This
you
would be
as you got to know
like,
him.
I could see this being something like in like the first chatting stages, or
Okay.
maybe in the
Mhm.
first like date or two, if someone's like, you're too good for me, or
Oh.
if they're like, I'm I'm trash or whatever, like they're
Mhm. Mhm.
like, that's very revealing, and you should date
Yes.
someone with like a bar for their self esteem and
Yeah, this was
self-worth.
something else that came up in the Facebook group was self-depreciating language on the profile would be something to look for.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's also like, I get it, like, but it's not your job to find the good in someone who can't find it in themselves. Like,
That's an
that's,
amazing quote. I love it. I love it
yes,
so much.
maybe
Yes,
I'll
and I
highlight that
completely
one and
agree.
make a graphic out of it. Okay, cool.
Brilliant. And we have it now recorded as well. So, all right.
Yes.
So then for me, if I was online dating, I would probably look for someone who's going to message too often from the get-go. I
Yeah.
cannot stand this. Some people are into it, some people are not.
Yeah.
I don't want to like have a texting relationship with you before we've met. And
Yeah.
even after the first date, I think
Yeah.
like low
What
down.
is too often to you?
Yeah. So I think that if you connected with someone online and, you were kind of getting to know them, that, like regular daily check-ins, especially like the good morning when you haven't even met them. And,
Mm,
maybe, like asking how you are at the end of the workday, just something that's very relationship-esque, I think.
yeah.
So I think if you haven't met the person yet and they're texting you good morning, beautiful, or, for
Yeah.
me, that would be crossing a line.
Yeah. If
That would
they
be
have a
too much
full,
too soon.
yeah, if they have a
Mhm.
full life already,
Mhm.
they should not have time to be sending that many texts to a total stranger. Like, when you're in a relationship with someone, like, yeah, someone can be busy and also make time to send you those texts. That's fine. But when someone doesn't know you, it kind of just like, it makes them seem desperate and
Yes,
like they don't have
yes.
anything else going on.
It's very presumptive as well,
Yeah.
kind of doing regular check-ins with someone when you don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is someone who's has expectations that you have no idea if you can fill.
Yeah.
All right. And then for me, I think if the profile is just like overly silly, overly goofy, someone maybe making faces in all of their pics. I think you want to see kind of a nice balance of someone who's taking the process seriously and someone who appears, lighthearted or fun to be around. But this is also, I guess, a bit subjective. Same with the messaging too often. But I would think
Yeah.
if the profile was too goofy, yeah, might want to give it a think. All right. So that
Yeah.
was a lot of things to avoid.
A lot of red flags. I think that's because like we're trying to talk in universals, right? And things to look for are going to be kind of dependent on who you are and your values and interests and things like that. So there are less like universal what to look for, because like, yeah, the girl who loves rock climbing like 3 times a week is going to be looking for different things than the girl who like will
Yeah.
drop 3K on a Louis Vuitton handbag. Like I'm just like generalizing here. And yes, that can be the same girl, but like generally they're going to probably be looking for like different things. So these are kind of what we came up for like general what to look for universally, no matter what your values and interests and things like that are. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So number one, they put thought into their profile. Like, you know, I get that we don't all want to really be on dating apps longer than we have to be, but they should, you know, be putting some work into it, some thought into it.
Yes. Just like early dating. There should be thought put into, you know, planning things or doing things to court the person. I think it starts with your profile personally. But.
Yeah. So they put thought into their profile. Number two, I mean, these aren't numbered, so we're going to lose track eventually, but they should have a mix of like close-ups, full body shots, and non-selfies. Like we talked about earlier, if they're just like all the same picture with different clothes, and it's hard to get a sense of someone if you're not like showing a range of like settings and positions and stuff. Like someone should be trying to show more.
Shows that you're authentic. It shows that you're comfortable with yourself, and also that you're, you know, real. You're not trying to, you know, hide anything.
Exactly. Pro tip, reverse Google image search. Just Google it on a desktop. It doesn't seem to work on phones, but if you're concerned that maybe someone's pictures are not real, reverse Google image search.
And along those lines, if we have listeners who have experience with being catfished, I would love to do an episode on that at some point. I don't have experience, so I would, you know, if someone listening does get in touch, you know, tell us your story. Who knows what could happen? I would love to do a catfishing episode.
Make something good out of an unfortunate situation.
Teach people. I mean, really, I think a lot of people still don't realize that this still goes on, and it's very common. So I would love to spread more awareness.
All right, another one aligns with your values, lifestyle, and interests. I feel like we talk about this a lot, and it's because we should, because that is what like a true partnership is based on. People grow old, people get injured, people get sick, people get in accidents. They will not look the same for the whole entire life. They will likely not be like doing the same hobbies their whole life. You should base things on stuff that will likely last your life.
Yes, and that includes, you know, sexual chemistry and sexual attraction also fluctuates wildly over time. And so you should, you know, not base the relationship solely on attraction. Check out our compatibility versus chemistry episode, very popular, one of my faves.
Yes. Some compatibility factors.
So these are things that I thought you could maybe tell on a profile, were things like lifestyle, religion, and family. You know, for instance, if someone has a picture that leads you to believe that they're practicing a certain religion, and that is going to be an issue for you, like that would be something to look for.
That would be something.
If for me, you know, someone who's smoking, you know, cigarettes in their profile pictures, you know, that's kind of a lifestyle thing that's, you know, not, I'm not really down with. Possibly, you know, someone with family photos, and you know, and you're not as much of a family person potentially.
Yeah, I know on Bumble and stuff, they can say like has kids, wants more, wants kids, doesn't want kids, those sort of things. If those are an issue, pay attention to them. Because if it's important enough to that person that they will click that checkbox and have it shown to you, you're not changing their mind about that thing. Like, it doesn't matter how much they like you or how much chemistry they have. If that's important enough to them that they're broadcasting it, that's never going to change, like guaranteed. So actually believe people when they tell you who they are.
Yes. And if you're on the apps that do allow people to answer all these questions, you take the time to see how people are responding.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it's one
Yeah.
of the really cool things about some of these apps is that you can
Yeah.
really weed out a lot of people. You can
Exactly.
go for people you have things in common with. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them ask so many questions. You can really get a feel for a person by
Yeah,
reading their answers,
exactly.
so.
Especially these like lifestyle and family things,
Mhm.
you know, like that's one reason to love the apps is if you have a strong opinion about something and you don't want to like deviate from that, you can't get that in a bar. People aren't walking around with a shirt that says, "This is one of my unbendable beliefs about the world."
Well,
you know, like
an exception though came to my mind very quickly, and that is the "Make America Great Again."
Oh yeah, totally.
The
If they're
MAGA
wearing a Trump
t-shirts and
shirt,
hats.
like I mean, yeah. Isn't it great how they do like kind of broadcast those things like
I know.
visually?
So
I'm so happy
interesting.
that they do that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's good. Good for
Yeah, it's
us.
like please tell me. Yeah,
actually,
so
if you see someone with,
if you could do that, if you're anti-vax, you're probably not listening to this, but could you do that too? Be like unvaxxed and I'll stay away from you.
a bunch, or I don't know a bunch, but several of the profiles or of the apps let people say if they're vaccinated or not. And I love it. I think it's so great right now. It's so important to match with people who are
it's
also
kind of like
vaccinated.
STDs and vaccination status.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it, definitely.
Yeah.
So early days on a dating app, you want to maybe look for someone who makes you feel relaxed or calm. I would say when messaging, but also on their photos.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, on their photos.
And that's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. You should feel relaxed and calm. You shouldn't feel anxious fireworks,
right?
Tangible chemistry, especially over text, like when you're first getting to know someone.
Agreed. Also, this is just a general dating thing. People remember things about you that you tell them. That's such a good sign. They might disappear. Okay, if someone just stops messaging for, a week or two and then comes back, just
no excuse is worth that. Yeah. Like,
on.
I don't care if someone died. If someone died, they should tell you and be like, hey, it's not a good time for me. Like, maybe we'll talk in the future if you're still available, but like someone died. No one is
just
no.
Next.
Yeah.
And also always someone who's encouraging and supportive of you. Love it so much.
Exactly.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was fun. Yeah. So hopefully, we didn't piss too many people off, mostly me. But
I'm sorry to the MAGA listeners.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations if you stuck around to even this episode, because I feel like it's pretty obvious.
I don't think we're too shy about it.
No. Anyway, so do you have a dating again question to ask us? Please join our Facebook group at Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On and ask us. We offer live coaching once a week in the group. We go live and we answer these questions live. We also prioritize any questions that are asked during that live. So, it's a great way to have your unique situation brought to the forefront and discussed, and you can kind of have a back and forth with the two of us.
Yep. And people get specific. I don't want to give it away. So it's just for Facebook members, but we're doing a live coaching today. And one of the questions is a dating again question. It does involve online dating. It is very specific to this particular person. And we're going to give them an answer. We're gonna chat about their situation.
Yeah. So make sure you join that. Answer all the membership questions, even if you're like, I don't know. Just say something. So you're not a robot.
I mean, really,
that's all we want to know.
everyone. Yes. Well, not that. Well, yes, you're not a robot for sure. And also just this is a safe place. This is people who feel vulnerable about what's going on in their life. Some people who, aren't in the best place.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that we're letting in people who are going to be respectful of that. So please answer. I do completely just deny people who don't answer.
Our moderators
it's really
are
important
strict
to us. Yeah.
So,
and if you do, just one more thing, if you do request to join and then you listen to this and realize that's why we didn't let you in, you can request to join. That's come up a couple times. FYI.
Sweet. If you loved this episode, please pay it forward and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. I know not everyone has Apple, but I guarantee you know someone who has Apple. And I have had a couple people now who've I don't have Apple, but my friend does, and they've left a review as their friend.
So sweet.
Yeah. So if that's an option for you, that's a way to get around it as well.
Yes.
I don't know why they
appreciate
do this,
it a lot. I think there's lots of ways to go about it. If either you listen on Spotify or you don't have Apple, regardless, we would love a review, and we would love it so much that if you leave one and you send a screenshot of it to one of us, we'll actually send you a little thank you in the mail.
So take the screenshot before you submit the review, because then it goes into a pending review status, and it might be a little while before it shows up. I don't know whether it's hours or days, but it kind of disappears for a little bit.
Varies.
Yeah, it varies. So take a screenshot and then submit it, and then send us the screenshot, and we'll send you a letter and a sticker.
Yes, it would really mean a lot to us. So thank you to everyone who's done it so far. And thank you to everyone who is going to listen to this right now and do it.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Thank you in advance.
We'll talk to your ears very, very soon. And with that,
have fun out there.
Adieu. Have fun.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to X-Files, a podcast about breakups, broken hearts, and moving on.
If you like this episode, tag us on your Instagram story so we can connect with you.
And you can find me, Claire, on Instagram at Claire Lofthouse.
And me, Janice, on Instagram at Janice Formicella. If you'd like to join our online community, find us on Facebook at Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On.